when we talk about becoming a man of God, we're not talking about perfection. We're talking about transformation. The kind of transformation that's going to shake your soul. The kind that makes you move to act differently in a world that desperately needs men of strength, integrity, and love. So today, let's dive into the traits that define a true man of God. So let's begin with kindness. Proverbs 16:24 says, "Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bone." Now, kindness is not a passive trait. It's an active force, and a man of God does not wait for kindness to come to him. He goes out into the world and delivers. Imagine how different our world would be if we chose every single day to pass on praise and admiration to choose kindness. This is a conviction that changes our hearts. Are we ready to be kind even when it's not easy? Because I know how hard that can be. Now, respect. Proverbs 12:15 says, "The way of fools seem right to them, but the wise listen to advice." And a man of God knows his strength is not being right all the time. It's in being humble enough to listen. That's why we have 2 ears, so we can listen more than we speak. He seeks wisdom from those who've walked the path before him. Can you hear the wisdom around you? Are we listening to our leaders, to the voices that have carried the truth through generations? Or are we too proud to hear? Next, responsibility. Colossians 3:23 and 24 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters," because we are not of this world. We are something way bigger than what we've been called to be. Men of God do not live for temporary pleasure or selfish desires. They are men of sacrifice. They take responsibility not just for their actions, but for the lives of those around them. The question is, are you ready to sacrifice your fun? Are you ready to sacrifice your comfort and sometimes your time for something greater than you? We might have to sacrifice for our friends. We might have to sacrifice for our kids. We might have to sacrifice for our family. And a man of God delivers. No excuses. He chooses commitment over complacency. And this is the cost of greatness. My homeboy, my man's, he got a clothing line called Better Than Great. And that's what we're called to be. Better than great. Let's talk about discipline. In 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27, it says, "I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave." Discipline. It's more than control. It's about understanding that every action has a purpose, that every decision we make either builds us or it breaks us. Can you control your emotions? Can you control your impulses, your instinctive reactions? The true power of a man of God lies in his ability to remain disciplined, even when the world tempts him to break free. So I'm going to ask, are you in control or is your flesh ruling you? Now, strength. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." Strength is not just about lifting your own burdens. True strength lies in how we carry others when they cannot stand on their own. And a man of God shouldered the weight of the world. He carried it for others. Are you strong enough to lift others up when they can't carry themselves? This is what it means to be a man. And now let's talk about confidence. Proverbs 3:5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." A man of God confidence is rooted in something deeper than the approval of others. It's rooted in trusting God. Confidence doesn't come from our own abilities. It comes from knowing what God is with us. It comes from knowing that God is with us. Men of God create paths. They do not follow. Remember when you were younger and they said, "Be a leader, not a follower." Well, this applies. They trust in his plan even when others doubt them. Because we cannot doubt God. So are you ready to stand firm in your faith even when the world tells you to shrink back? To be bold and unwavering? We need to have that unwavering faith. The foundation where the wind can't even blow you. You know what I'm saying? We need to be so strong in our faith like a building that no matter what comes. So finally, integrity. Proverbs 11:3 says, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." Integrity is who you are when no one is watching. It's about staying true to your values, no matter the situation. It's the quiet commitment to do what's right, not for recognition, but because it is who you are meant to be. So can you say that your integrity guides you every day, or do you waver when no one is looking? A man of God is not perfect, but he is always striving to live according to these principles. He is convicted in his heart, grounded in his faith, and unshaken in his resolve to follow God's will. So if you want to walk this path, always know and remember this. It won't be easy, but it dang sure will be worth it. So if you're watching this video, then I want to ask you, what kind of man are you becoming? A man of God? A man of God that stands tall, not in his own strength, but in the strength of the Lord? Let these traits take root in your heart and transform you from the inside out. Inside out. Inside out. Thinking of my Jesus from the inside out. Inside out. So let's build a community of men of God. If you're watching this video, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. You already know who it is. It's your boy, the Masked Pilot, and I'm back with a pressure.